Last winter we had 3 clients in Fridley alone dealing with ice dam damage. One of them had $15,000 in water damage inside her home. The worst part, she thought her homeowner's policy covered it. It didn't, not completely anyway. By the time we're done here, you'll know exactly what Minnesota home insurance actually covers, why it costs what it does, and the one mistake that's costing Fridley homeowners thousands of dollars every winter. Let's start with the obvious. Minnesota winters are brutal. We're talking sub-zero temperatures, heavy snow, ice dams backing up water into your attic and walls. In my agency, I see burst pipe claims every single January and February when temperatures drop below zero for weeks at a time. One frozen pipe can cost $5,000 to $10,000 to repair. Your standard homeowner's policy will cover sudden pipe bursts, but only if they burst. If the pipe is damaged by freezing, but hasn't burst yet, that's a maintenance issue your insurance won't touch. Here's where people get tripped up. An ice dam itself isn't covered by homeowner's insurance. What gets covered is the water damage that results from the ice dam. But here's the catch. If the water damage happens because your gutters weren't maintained or your attic ventilation is poor, your insurer can deny the claim. They'll call it a maintenance issue. In the Twin Cities, we see this happen constantly. That's why you need to understand your policy language before you're standing in your basement with 6 inches of water. The Minneapolis and St. Paul area gets hit hard with hail. We're talking golf ball-sized hail that can punch holes in your roof and destroy your siding. Straight line winds from severe thunderstorms can snap trees and bring them through your home. All of that is covered under your dwelling coverage and your personal property coverage, but you need to have the right coverage limits. Most Fridley homes need at least 200 to 300,000 in dwelling coverage just to rebuild properly. That's the number to start with when you're shopping around. The biggest mistake I see Fridley homeowners make, assuming their policy covers everything like winter can throw at them, like people don't read their policies until after something bad happens. Then they find out there's a separate water backup rider they never bought, or their personal property limits are only 50% of what they actually need. I had a client last year lose $8,000 in electronics to a power surge during lightning strike. Her policy covered the lightning damage to her roof, but the electronics not included without an additional rider. Don't be that person. Get your policy reviewed now, not after the damage. Call us right now at 76373374775. We're licensed in Minnesota, Wisconsin, North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, Illinois, Ohio, Missouri, Nebraska, and Kansas. We can get you a quote in about 3 minutes and make sure you're not leaving yourself exposed. Or use the link in the description to get started